Good afternoon. I'm glad to see all of you here. I'm going to go straight along. We're going to follow the program as presented, and we're going to start out right at the top. At this time, I'm really pleased to introduce to you Sheffield Hale, who is the Executive Director of the Atlanta History Center. He is a member of the Board of Trustees for the library and will bring greetings to you. He is not, as he asked me to let you know, John Sylvanus Wilson.
Thank you, Loretta. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, on behalf of the trustees, and particularly the ones that are here today, Betty Clark from CAU, Dr. Julio Ruiz from Spelman, and Henry Zickma, want to welcome you all here. This is, of course, not about the trustees. This is about Loretta and her staff and how incredibly lucky we are as an institution to have them operate this institution and have the vision to implement everything they've been able to do. I've been on the board, I think the longest serving trustee now. Keep rotating your presidents. So I'm still around, and I tell you what, I've seen a lot in terms of the renovations here and what everybody's had to go through, and it's really paid off, and we're excited about it, and it's showing in these kinds of recognitions the quality that's here. So thank you so much for coming, and welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Marvelyn Thomas. I'm the Human Resources Director here at the Robert W. Woodruff Library. And it's my honor this afternoon to introduce to you the award presenters. Ms. Ann Riley is the president of the Association of College and Research Libraries, better known to us as ACRL. Ms. Riley leads the American Library Association's largest division as it strives to represent and advocate for more than 11,000 academic and research librarians and interested individuals. Within ALA, Ms. Riley serves on a variety of committees, including the President's Program Planning Committee and ACRL Academic Research Librarian of the Year Award Committee. In addition to her ACRL duties, Ms. Riley is currently serving as Acting Director of Libraries for the University of Missouri in Columbia, Missouri. She previously served as the Director of Library Technical and Access Services at Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville and as the Library Director at St. Louis Community College. Also, as a presenter today is Mr. Steve Heidman. He's representing the Yankee Book Peddler, officially known as YBP Library Services. A longtime member of the YBP staff, Mr. Heidman was promoted to Senior Collection Development Manager in 2007. YPB Library Services, located in Contoocook, New Hampshire, was founded in 1971 as a bookseller for academic libraries. For more than 40 years, YBP has been building close relationships with academic libraries and consortia while providing the best solution for their acquisition, collection development, and technical service needs. Growing from a small one-room business to a global company for more than 300 employees, the company delivers print and digital content to libraries in more than 60 countries. I present to you Ms. Ann Riley and Mr. Steve Heidemann.
Thank you for that introduction. It really is an honor to be here today with you all. For Steve and I to present this award. I want to say just a little bit about the prestigious nature of this award, which I think many of you understand. But the Association of College and Research Libraries gives this award annually. We give it to, in three categories. We give it to university libraries, college libraries, and community college libraries, one each year. The competition is very stiff, and as winners, I'll talk a little bit about how outstanding your nomination was, but as winners you join the ranks of places like Purdue University, Princeton University, the University at Albany, which is one of the state universities in New York, and many other university libraries of distinction that have won this award over the years. So I should also mention this year that the four-year college winner is McAllister College in Minneapolis, St. Paul. The community college winner is Hudson Community College in Jersey City, New Jersey. The excellence that really just shined from the nomination of the library that we're in today, the beautiful Woodruff Library here, was the engagement with the community, the vision and planning, and really I would suggest vision and planning that follows on from the vision of the establishment of the library here at the University Center. Just an amazing cooperative project that has endured and grown and now has evolved so beautifully into the electronic age. Really just an honor to be here and an honor to present this award to all of you. Steve, do you want to say a few words?
Just congratulations to all of you from YBP. We're thrilled to be able to present this award to you today. And personally, I have the benefit of working from both an unbelievable acquisitions and collection development staff here, so you are just incredibly fortunate to have them.
Without further ado, we have an award and a check for Mrs. Parham.
Well, because everything we do is for the benefit of the students, our students are going to accept the award on our behalf. Please.
Great.
Good afternoon. My name is Savannah West Calhoun, and I am a journalism major and member of the award-winning speech and debate team at the illustrious Clark Atlanta University. I am honored to represent one of the many institutions in this outstanding consortium of higher learning that is the Atlanta University Center. The AUC is like a large, very diverse family. Just as each family member has their own personality, each respective institution has his or her own distinct identities. However, we all have one thing in common, and that is our beloved library. Although each institution has its own culture, here in the AUC, we have the opportunity to share our joint HBCU heritage and to learn together through cross-institutional study opportunities. The excellent staff are also an essential part of what makes the library such a special place for all of us. The librarians are always available and ready to help us find just that thing that we were looking for and to answer any questions that we may have. From freshman orientation to midterms to finals that keep us up all night long, I can personally say that my matriculation thus far would not have been made possible without the AUC Woodruff Library. Thank you.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. My name is Sadara Ross. I'm a senior chemistry major at Clark Atlanta University. Actually, I'm a graduating senior. Thank you. Throughout my years here at Clark Atlanta University, the AUC Woodruff Library has been a central part of my success. If you were to ask any of my friends or colleagues, they would say, "Where can I find Sadara?" They would say, "In the library." And one of my most memorable moments in the library was my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I was taking 18 credit hours. I was taking organic chemistry, physics, and differential equations. If you know nothing else about these classes, just know they're really hard, and you have to be crazy to take them all in the same semester. And to make matters worse, my computer was not working, and all my assignments were due online. So without the library, I would have got none of my assignments done and went completely insane, but they kept me sane. This story alone shows that the library is more than a place to work, check out a book, or look up a paper. The AUC Woodruff Library has been a home of numerous meetings, endless study sessions, countless conversations, and immense knowledge. It was the AUC Woodruff Library where I learned to use Photoshop, movie editing, find my chemistry research papers, but I'm certain that my experience is not unique. Every student here in the AUC has a similar story to mine, an experience where the library was not just a place to go and learn, but a home away from home. The library has been a place where students can go to create new relationships, catapult their music careers in the library studio, create the next greatest fashion line, display their artistic talents, investigate new and innovative ideas, prepare to be the next greatest orator, and meet to change the world. The possibilities for success are here at the AUC Woodruff Library. It is the incubator for the young minds that will birth unimaginable change into the world. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to be in your presence, so I won't take too much of your time. So, my name is Darian Wankwa, and I attend Morehouse College as a computer science major, and I'm currently a sophomore. So for me, the Atlanta University Center Woodruff Library is an institution extremely similar to Morehouse College. And what I mean by that is it helps us develop as an academic scholar. So it provides me with the quintessential resources necessary for individual research and study. I would also like to note that the scholarship also provides some of its students with scholarships, and it also allows them to be able to focus on their academics without having much worry about their financial burden. It's an honor to be in front of you all today, and I would also like to say that another important aspect of the library is that it provides me with a place of unity, a place of family. Excuse me, I'm kind of nervous up here, but excuse me. All right, so in the library, it provides me with a place where I can feel very comfortable. A lot of times I come here to study, but I also see some of my classmates who are going through the same struggles as I am. And seeing your classmates struggle, it kind of brings you together to work together on assignments, and that creates a feeling of brotherhood and sisterhood. The library also provides me with an environment that's conducive to studying and social interaction amongst other individuals. So, as an individual who attends Morehouse College, my institution doesn't necessarily have the advanced technology that the library offers, the study spaces, and the vast library of academic resources. So it's just a great institution to come to where I can get my studies in and not have to worry about where do I have to go to study or how can I get this resource when I need it. So the library provides me with all of those. So as I close, my classmates and I are truly proud to call this state-of-the-art facility our library. So it is my distinct honor to accept this prestigious award on behalf of the students, the faculty, and the library staff, and the Atlanta University Center community. Thank you to the Association of College and Research Libraries and the YBP Library Services for recognizing our library as an excellent institution, the AUC Woodruff Library. And I would just like to say thank you for giving us this award.
Well, I mean, we could really just stop. It's really wonderful. Our students are the reason. And thank you all for those very genuine and wonderful comments, very much so. So before I give the closing remarks, I do want to take a moment and just say, I'm so glad to see everyone. And you know, I have to take a moment and call out our special names and say thank you. I could say thank you to a number of people. I'm beginning to see some others, Laura, et cetera, here in Arnie as I look around. But I certainly want to acknowledge our Friends Council, who are supportive of the library, and the president of the council, and the vice chair, and vice chair, Anita O'Neill and Billy Hooker. And I'm going to take a moment and acknowledge a former staff member here who was my right side for the first, let's see, I've been here now 12 years in November, so for the first 8 years, and that's Josephine Smith. You know, when you're building and transitioning, you got to have someone good back at the home base taking care of everything, and that was Josephine, along with others as well. I also then want to take privilege and acknowledge my brother Grover Cleve Randall, who is here. Some of you have not met him. Stand up, you don't get this moment often. He's my older brother. And of course, I want to acknowledge my husband, James, Dr. James Parham, who is here. And then most especially also I want to acknowledge my two granddaughters, Rachel O'Brien and Corey O'Brien. So Corey stood first. Thank you. Corey would love to speak. To turn an organization into a great organization, it must have the right people, and they must have the faith to succeed. The organization must be the best at its core business. It must have a culture of discipline, and it must use carefully selected technologies, and it has to recognize that going from good to great is not a single defining action. It is not a miracle moment or a lucky break. It is continuous, it is sustained, it is persistent and relentless in its push from good to great. The organization cannot settle for good. After all, good is the enemy of great. These magnificent words from the book Good to Great by Jim Collins the book was published in 2001. This was essentially a Bible for me in 2004. We have not and we are not satisfied with mediocrity here. These words I shared with all staff in a January 2005 meeting, just 2 months after my arrival in Atlanta. These words that this staff and the presidents of our member institutions have openly embraced. Today I share these same words with particular attention to the phrases, the right people. A great staff that is professional and committed to quality service and to the library's vision is what we have. And I would like to ask that every member of the staff, current and former, please stand now. And even in the back. And there are more, because after all, we are open and classes will end shortly and more students will arrive. Other words are part of this that I want to pay attention to are the words continuous, sustained, persistent, and relentless push. The faculty and students of the Atlanta University Center will never ever allow us to just settle for good. And yes, relentless, because even as we celebrate today this collective achievement of so many, it is still just not nearly enough. AUC students and faculty will always deserve more from us, and we will need to continue to work each and every day to deliver. After all, it isn't just about bright lights, comfortable seating, and green grass. It's really about quality library services and people to deliver those services, and delivery in a way that can help our students and faculty to succeed. I hope that Virginia Lacey Jones, whose shoes we all try to stand in, and for whom this exhibition hall is named, and who was the second African American to earn the PhD in library science, and was the second dean of the Atlanta University School of Library Sciences, and the first director of the AUC Woodruff Library, I hope that she might say, well done. We are very appreciative to all who have contributed to this moment, current staff and former staffs, the library board, current and former trustees, the Library Faculty Advisory Council and the Student Advisory Council, the Friends Council, and all of the members of this academic village, which include many, many, many more. But most importantly, the reason for this season are the students that attend Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse College, Spelman College, and the Interdenominational Theological Center. This shared library exists to support research, teaching, and learning, and that is the distinction that we are most proud of, and the truism that the Woodruff Library is still stretching. Regardless of ceremony, we will always provide service that exceeds the customer's expectation because we care. On behalf of the staff of the AU Center Woodruff Library, a huge thank you to the Association for Colleges and Research Libraries and to YBP Library Services for this recognition. And for me, I want to say a really huge thanks to a truly great library staff. We thank you. Enjoy the reception.